beating Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park is not an easy thing. But
so he's losing to 10 man Everton. That's
so United love to do things the hard way. So we appreciate that. We keep the league entertaining. United and Arsenal are tied on set piece goals. So Cairo might not have to come sit close to me now. You know, where set piece much here. Chelsea versus Arsenal. I was watching as a neutral, of course.
You're not watching as a neutral, why are you?
I was watching your Chelsea supporter.
I was you in full blue. Let's get it. Yeah. Great performance as well was Sanchez.
Those 2 saves.
Yeah, quite a couple of saves in other games. He's maybe fingertip hits the post and goes in, or Sanchez step things, you know.
So he's getting strong ones to it. You know, fans were like, why is today? Today's the day you decided to play well. Today.
He likes to have saves for the cameras. The guy saving and doing the right skin pose midway. Bro, come on.
Tactically made an attacking change. Garnacho is not a defensive minded player.
I also doubt he is an attacking. We don't know what it is. Hey guys, welcome back to Father Back Podcast. I'm your host, Ted Kodawa, and these are my co-hosts, supporting teams that didn't win over the weekend. Now, I know, feeling a proud moment here when you're the only club that has 3 points this weekend. It's quite nice, but you know, you gotta stay humble in these moments, because we gotta lead as an example, you know. So,
You gotta wear.
No, from behind.
you know, one thing is, I have noticed that Alpha Wolves, you know, they lead from behind. So, you know, these things, you let the sick ones go in front, you know, because you need to make sure that they are on the right path. But, you know, we tend to think in that manner as well. But for you guys, I know it's a tough weekend.
It shows.
I know it's a tough weekend. You guys are supporting artists because you like drawing a lot. But yeah. Anyway, we can
Probably took him a week. Huh?
we can move forward. We can move forward. You know, here things that happen on Monday we leave on Mondays. So yeah. So you know, beating Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park is not an easy thing. But you know,
So he's losing to 10 man Everton. That's
so
not
you know, we like
thing.
United love to do things the hard way. So we appreciate that. We keep the league entertaining. Anyway, where was I? Yes, I'm your host, Ted Kodawa, and these are my co-hosts, Alex,
Yes, sir.
Kimathi, and someone who supports a team that didn't score a corner this weekend or a set piece. Credit where credit is due.
Yes.
You know, they have done the unthinkable. And so we shall start with obviously the most anticipated game of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yes, there's no need to dilly around with fixtures that don't need to be spoken about. You know, we deal with big clubs first, you know. Yeah. So without further ado, we will go to Selhurst Park, where United was playing Crystal Palace away. Yes, this game was at 4 a.m. here in Vancouver, where some dedicated people watched the match. What, did you nod your head?
Yeah.
You watched the game?
Good. No.
Oh, you see. As we said,
Some dedicated people. United fans are very uninformed, man.
very uninformed. Nusa wanna hear who watched the United game, but not the Chelsea game. Claims they're a Chelsea fan.
Not beating the allegations.
I don't know what. But anyway, yes, United versus Crystal Palace. If you have watched the previous episodes, yes, my prediction was that United will beat Everton and lose to Crystal Palace. But
Somehow,
what do I know? What do I know? What do I know when it comes to United? These guys, just, as I said, they like to be unpredictable. Maybe, as I said, you gotta keep the league interesting, and this is what we do.
Though you worried about one thing, though. 3 points from 2 games.
Oh, hey, you know what? That's good. I mean,
That's good.
that's I mean, in this sense, we could have had 0 points in 2 games, but we had 3 instead of 0, so it's a positive. I mean, you guys just had 4 in 2 games as well. So did you. So, I mean, it's only 1 point more than we did in those 2 games. So I'm not seeing kind of a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see it in the league table, but sure, go ahead. Bro.
You are only 3 points ahead of us, mate. Not too far.
The 3 you didn't get from Everton.
Yes, which is annoying. Which is annoying. It is annoying. It is painful. But as I said, we like to keep the league interesting. We just can't be. We can't be going second. And you know, you kind of have to keep the league interesting. You know, you have to. Yeah, it's kind of. you know, the entertainment value of the league is very important to us, and we like to keep it that way. Yeah. But banter aside, it was an interesting game. Obviously, Crystal Palace had played a game on Thursday in the Conference League. They did lose. Oliver Glasner did mention that the squad depth is not good, and he did mention after the United game that when a club wins a trophy and they go into Europe for the first time in their history, they're supposed to invest rather than save money, and Crystal Palace chose to save money. Now that was a problem because now they don't have the capacity to play all these games, you know, as they come back to back. They, you know, the fatigue is catching up with them. And it was evident, very evident, especially in that second half for Crystal Palace. They could not do much. Yeah, they could not do much. And I mean, advantage obviously to the teams that are not playing on midweek, but that is a challenge for Crystal Palace to overcome. And Mateta did score a penalty. He did
two actually. Well,
he scored
the
two.
first one was brought back.
The first one was not counted, obviously, because it hit his other leg, which is a change of rules. Because before it used to just be like, oh, it hit your other leg, it's not a goal, we move on, goal kick. And now they brought it back, and he had a chance to take it again, which is a good rule. I think it's a fair rule because no one ever intends to hit it with the other foot. It's in the stick. It's accidental.
Or slip or something. It also makes sense with the other rules. Like, you know how if an opponent enters the box before the penalty kick is still and then it can take it.
Yes.
So it also follows like that. So that is good to hear.
Yeah. It's a good change of rule. So sometimes, yes, the rules do work. Yeah. When it comes to hard balls and stuff like that, you know. So we're not gonna dive deeper into that today, but yes, he did retake the penalty, scored the penalty, but he did miss a really good chance before that. He had a one-on-one chance where he hit it wide, and I saw a couple of obviously on Twitter a number of Crystal Palace fans are starting to question Mateta's output. He does score a good number of goals, but he misses a good number of chances as well. And when it comes to crunch time, when you need those. Needing to score 1 out of 1 chance, is he that man for you? Is he that kind of striker for you? He might not be the lethal striker, maybe. But anyway, it is no offense to Crystal Palace. I mean, he's a striker for that kind of club. I think he fits. It's okay.
That's it. Well, I don't see too many big issues. You know, some people were saying that the corner flag may have almost been saved. But then, you know, after he missed the first chance and then penalty was then taken again, and they're like, oh, the corner flag had to go spared.
Yeah.
It's not spared. This is what happened. He scored the first one, hit the corner flag. Yeah. They had to reject the penalty. He scores again and then hit the corner flag again.
He came back for more. But you probably look at maybe giving Eddie more of a chance, Eddie Nketiah. But then again, he's not. I don't know.
There was a chance.
Did you see that chance?
If he had so much space to run into, but you can usually tell when a player is not confident. You're thinking of 3 different scenarios, whereas just go and pick a spot and shoot it. He took so long. Luke Shaw had to come from the other wing, caught up to him and tackled him.
Luke Shaw.
Yes, Luke Shaw is the one who lost the ball, and then Nketiah got it. And then, did you see on the right hand side, like if he had just squared that ball, Crystal Palace would have scored.
You know what? Good for Man United.
You say good for Man United, but like, well, I only watched the highlights, but those 2 balls you guys scored.
The question.
I don't know how that ball went into the other. I generally think that Pickford's height was blocking him. But
the first goal, the first goal,
Xerxes go on his left foot. I did not expect it from him.
Yeah, I didn't expect.
When I saw that goal going, I was watching it and I was like, I've seen free kick has been clipped in. Yeah. He's taken a touch, and I'm like, oh, he's gone so wide. Yeah. I'm like, okay, now he has to take a touch and cross it back the touch line. And then he just shoots, and I'm like, what is he doing? Then
near post.
At first, I thought he hit the side netting. You know how sometimes the boy hits the side netting, and then everyone is like, hey. So me, I was like, there's no way. Yeah. And then I continue seeing them celebrate. I'm like, why are you guys going to the corner? yo, where's the ref? I'm like, wow.
Wow. Actually a goal.
That was a good goal. I have to give it to him.
It was a good goal, and even for the second one, I mean, obviously Dean Henderson was still
Right.
This guy had moved right. It looked like he was still turning the wall. Okay, move this time. And the next thing we see is your stat pad merchant getting assists for nothing. But
Oh no, he put it on a plate.
you put on a plate for me another Englishman.
I mean, personally, I think it's quick thinking from the maestro there. You know, I think
The maestro.
I think it's really quick thinking. If you look at the video the Premier League posted, even Mount was not expecting him to do that. If they zoomed in on Bruno because the whistle went. I think what the idea was for Bruno to shoot it, but he had the whistle and he saw that Dean Henderson was not thought up, so he hit the ball for Mount to just go and shoot. Because you can also tell on Mount's reaction that he knows that really. So he wasn't ready to go and shoot. Yeah, so he's like, I gotta go and shoot it, and it worked out. Good goal. I think for the game purpose, like the first 45 minutes, United were not it. They're not good. They didn't. The energy levels were down. The urgency was not there. Same thing that we were seeing against Everton in the first half, which is a big problem. That's a mentality issue, and you can look at it different ways. That's something that at the top level, playing for Man United, you should not be talking about mentality. That is something that you should have in your ball, and you should be able to, from minute 1 to 90, you're pushing. 100%, you want to win the game. You're all out.
So do you think this was just Crystal Palace falling apart in the second half, or do you think it was a great speech from Amorim in the changing rooms?
What did happen is Crystal Palace did get tired, but also United did go up again in the second half. They did
Because they played better in the second half.
there was a certain intensity now to everything they're doing. But for me, it's more of something like a reaction now. I don't want a reaction. You need to be on it. You need to be proactive. I don't want it to be like there from the get-go. I don't want it to be halftime. You're being told, guys, what are we doing? Guys, why do we look like the ones we were playing on Thursday?
I was going to add, it shouldn't
look like that, bro. Like we had extra days to rest. Come on, people. And then the second half is when now everyone is now putting the effort. So like, if you could have done that, why did you
Why didn't you rolling into the game?
Yeah, why did you do that from the get-go? Because it's there. I can see it's there. Where was it from the first minute? So that's an issue that definitely a mentality issue that needs to be fixed ASAP. But I'm not gonna complain again, as I always say. United, if you get 3 points, I'm happy.
Yeah, how you do it?
I don't care how you do it. I don't care how you do it. Get the 3 points. I really don't care. Fine with me, man. Because I was sat here first half. I was very disappointed, and I was thinking to myself, and mind you, with the manager, for me, I still sit on the same side that I was in 2 months ago. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. I always preach here that a good manager is a dynamic manager, someone who is able to change according to the way the game is being played, the team that they're facing, and all of that, the players that they have. That makes a good manager, in my opinion. And this is why, if someone is not capable of changing, yes, managers are sometimes are stubborn, but that is sometimes that's their downfall. Literally, a good example would be Hansi Flick playing against Chelsea, putting a high line against Chelsea is never a good idea. Why would we do that? But it is what it is, I guess. United 3 points. Who am I to complain?
Yeah, not me. What more do you want?
What more can I say? I'm not gonna sit here and start saying no. You should draw or lose. No, I'm happy we got 3 points. I'm happy for Zach to get his goal and also Mount to get his goal as well. That's good. And 2 assists on the board for Bruno Fernandes. Good for my draft in the fantasy as well. So, really, really, really nice stuff. Really nice stuff. But that was the first game of the day. Now we move on. Move on to a club that we don't know whether they're title challengers or not. I think it remains to be seen. But it seems they're on and off. A certain player was not on the pitch today, and maybe that was the catalyst. That was the catalyst for them. We're gonna speak about West Ham versus Liverpool. So in this game, obviously Isak got his first goal.
Great finish, actually.
Oh,
really well placed.
Good finish. That's the Isak we.
That's
the 125 million that we expected.
I like
to see.
how as soon as he scored, everybody brought back that price tag. Don't forget.
125 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of health. Yes. But I think obviously West Ham is not the greatest side in the league.
Not at all.
But you can only beat who's appointed, as we always say.
So try.
Salah was not on the pitch. Now, is this a good decision? Because this is the second time he's been dropped and they've won both games now. First one being against Frankfurt in the Champions League and now against West Ham.
And got a clean sheet as well. Very interesting.
Is this now?
the way?
Is this the way? Is this the way to go? Because I mean, one could be maybe luck, but twice. I mean, it's a trend.
Will
here.
be once.
It's a trend I'm seeing here. What do you guys think? Timothy, I think you are very vocal when you didn't want Salah to be dropped, but
Oh yes,
seems a lot. It seems Slot is doing the opposite.
I mean, as the only one here who actually watched that game, yes, live.
The only one who was like, I thought yours the two, didn't you?
Damn.
Huh.
Anyway, it's okay. Maybe I have to be announcing it.
No. Like, to be honest, even if Salah was not on the pitch, Liverpool still didn't play well. I can say that. Their game is still slow. What's his name again? The difficult name, Gravenberch.
Yeah, Gravenbach.
Yeah. He lost the ball quite a number of times in the midfield. West Ham actually really played well. They really did. I know the scoreline doesn't reflect that, and probably if you watch the highlight, it might not look like that. But they really played well.
Is this before or after the red card?
Huh?
I didn't watch the game, so this is before.
Oh, the red card. Like
The red card came
before the red card, yes, and then after the red card, you could see things change. But also after the red card, still Liverpool didn't do anything until the 91st. Yeah, and
which seemed like some shambling defense, defending from West Ham.
Yeah, and Liverpool, by the way, this one they got lucky. I can say that they got lucky. Isak was missing until he got that goal, and everybody will forget how he played. But if you watched how he played, he was not there. I used to see him, but he was not there. Took me like 12 minutes to actually figure out that he's the one who's playing. But it's a team in, like I've said, it's a team in crisis. Let's wait and see if they can keep this momentum. Maybe one game can just shift. Like one 3 points.
Is this win is gonna give them some?
Maybe we don't know. We don't know, because even if Salah is benched once or twice, right, he will still come back. Managers, how managers used to do, like to make players think, those ones who think that they're untouchable, they'll rest you for like 1 or 2 games. They humble you. They'll be like, yo, okay, you thought you were untouchable. Okay, I'm the manager now. So for me, I don't know where Liverpool go. I'm surprised they are 4 points with you lacked.
Yeah.
And actually,
You're ahead on goal difference because of what is of it, but we have +1 goal difference.
+1.
They have 0. It's 2020 and 21-20.
as I said, we like to keep the league entertaining. So
Yeah. So for me, my thoughts, it was bold for him to drop him. If that's the best for Liverpool, then that's the best for them. But he'll be back.
you know what? I hope so, because I have him in my draft. But yes, I think Liverpool, as I always say, regardless of, for me personally, even if you play poorly and you win, that's fine. It could be help you build momentum. Yes, West Ham for their standards.
Sounds like a Man U fan talking. I don't care how you do it. Just give me the 3 points.
No, that's fair.
It's fair. Does he not?
He says the same things. Yeah.
Yes, it doesn't matter how you. Even if they were to score 5 goals in one game and all corners, he would still come here and talk his talk. It doesn't matter. They got the 3 points. As a matter of fact, they scored 5 goals. You understand? It doesn't matter how you get those goals. As long as you win. I mean, I might banter with him from time to time, but United and Arsenal are tied on.
I was very quick at that start.
Set piece goals. So I think Cairo might have to come sit close to me now. We are set piece merchants here. But we had a little spice to our set pieces. Not just corners. As we had a little spice. We do some different things. Yeah, we have cocktails of ways we can approach these set pieces. It's not just that hero to one to Gabriel's head, man. We there's a way we approach these things. We add flair to them, which is good. As I said, we like to entertain the league. Now back to Liverpool. Liverpool FC, West Ham, yes, they play well. That red card, wow. what an emotional moment for Bouqets. You know, it's I mean, obviously, there's been allegations that he's somewhat of a betting man. We here do not know whether it's true or not.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he is a betting man.
Yeah,
And there were accusations made, and he was acquitted of those because they did not serve any ban.
Yes.
You know?
That's true.
So he did post something on social media.
Yeah, his apology.
No.
It wasn't terrible.
Wait.
It wasn't terrible. But
He said that people, it's somewhat, to summarize it, is like his name was tainted because of whatever those accusations were. And now, you know, when people keep on trying to get away with these speculations and whatnot, also he was very, 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 you ask yourself, you're going to ask yourself what happened, because it's like as if he was asking for that red card. You know, because when you're on a yellow card, you know the referee, but he, to be fair, the referee tried to keep his cool for a while.
The ref gave him time to play.
Yeah.
Like he left,
But he left, he came back.
and then he came back.
Yeah, and you know,
Even his countryman was trying to help him.
surprisingly,
From the other team.
you've got Liverpool's goalkeeper Alisson telling the player to chill. That's a lot more than the captain of West Ham.
Yeah,
Bowen was standing and watching.
talking to the referee. More, he was trying to talk more with the referee than pulling Bouqets, which is what
You as a captain,
grab him by the neck and
take him away.
as a captain, you need to drag him out of there, man. You need to take initiative.
Yeah.
That
in fact, at that point, you may pull off Michael Keane and Ganagay and just say, what do you think?
Yeah. Slap the guy back. Get out of here, man. We do not condone violence here. By the way, yes. But it was interesting to see that, and obviously afterwards coming out and talking about how, you know, it's how people perceive him to be and his passion for the game and all of that. He said that he was sorry to his teammates about what happened, but he wasn't sorry about exactly what occurred. He was trying to fight for something rather, you know, he was trying to explain himself and all of that, you know. So remains to be seen how that is handled. You know, the league is likely to fine him for speaking up, as they always do, I guess.
Of course.
But
Is the name? Yeah. Yeah, so even just the way it looked, he'll definitely get a fine, I believe. And the sarcastic clapping while he was walking out. Yeah, I think they'll definitely fine him. But I think he lost his head, and for West Ham, you're looking. I'm not even sure who else they can bring on to actually have the same effect. He's not the most consistent of players, but for West Ham, you're looking at him and Bowen probably making the most of something, and probably Callum Wilson on his day if he gets the right service, they can actually do something. But it's looking like it's going to be a pretty tricky season for
West Ham. Definitely.
Where are they in the table again?
They're in the bottom.
They're in the bottom half.
Yeah. They're around. They'll probably be around 15th, 16th.
So they're very close to relegation.
Yes, they do need to lock.
It's going to be a tough year for them.
It's close down there.
They're gonna need to lock in, but they've got Nuno. Maybe he'll be able to turn it around. Yeah. Now we're going to move on now to the anticipated game. I know you all have been waiting for us to speak about this game now. Yes, that game. It's time to speak about Chelsea versus Arsenal. Well, gents, this is where you guys now have your chance to speak up. It was quite an interesting game. I was watching as a neutral, of course, hoping that you both lose, but
You're not watching as a neutral. Why are you?
Was watching the Chelsea supporter.
That was a new in full blue. Huh? Chelsea. You're just get it.
I'm making sure a Chalobah scored. I'm hitting that 38.
No, I was. I'll let since they made a statement with that performance, I'll let Chelsea speak first, and then we'll finish it off since we were the ones about.
No, you start. So you are first.
Well, first.
Yeah, in the table. So start. Tell us, and you are the visitor, so we are welcoming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We did not feel so welcome. We did not feel welcome. The tackles are flying in. That was a proper derby. It was quite unfortunate though that I think was it the first 12 or 13 minutes? So three red cards were brandished out.
No, yellow cards.
Sorry, yellow cards. My bad. You know, with Chelsea. Yeah, with Chelsea, yellow, red. It's
It's a close one, eh?
But yeah, the yellow 3 yellows at the first 12, 13 minutes of the game really doesn't set the right tone. I think it then gives the referee a little bit more pressure to kind of manage the game, because a lot of the challenges will keep on flying in. Everybody wants, fighting to win every 50-50. Any chance you get to leave something on someone, people are trying to do that. The midfield was packed, but it was unfortunate for Caicedo. Maybe he was trying to do a bit too much to prove that he may be the best midfielder compared to Declan Rice.
I think,
but
he might win the Oscars performance if I.
Sure. Yeah, I was wondering. Did Mikel Merino also leave?
Honestly, the acting was so good. I believed it. I had to see the replay to confirm.
The guy can barely stand. It's like I hit you with a car and I'm like, oh god.
The whiplash in the car.
You get the ambulance, man.
Especially when he held his leg, and then when football players they hold their leg, they get in the field, and then they do this like quickly.
He's doing this. He's doing this, and in the era of VAR, you've got so many different angles of cameras around the stadium. Why even try that? Just wake up and say, I'm sorry. I messed up. This guy was holding the under of his boot. So I was wondering, in what way has Merino hit you down there?
It made no sense. Because I was watching it and I saw the tackle and I'm just there like, okay, this one is very much Caicedo who's been tackled. Then I saw the game play on. I'm like, okay, so the ref has chosen to play on. I'm like, okay, let's see. But then as the play goes on, I'm seeing this guy writhing in pain, and he looks like he's in more pain than Merino. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
Maybe Merino is some sort of bionic, and we don't know. We don't.
And he hit him.
Yeah. Because Merino was like, I'm good, guys. Guys was like, he's given even a yellow. He was like, what do you mean, man? They're yellow. So this guy said, I'm committing to this, bro.
And he committed. The points for that.
So yeah, he was. I mean, in such a game, you were trying to be aggressive, but that was, I think, a stretch too far. And then when you actually have the still images or the slow motion, it just looked worse and worse. And I think within the letter of law, that's right. Good. It was the same for us. I would have agreed with that decision.
It was a fair decision.
But it's really probably even fueled the fans and Chelsea even more. I was joking with Alex before that we're actually playing against 12. The fans were the 12th man, but now they became the 11th. It became a fair, 11 versus 11. But it was a great game from Chelsea. I believe, the first thing that comes to mind is you're looking at the lineups, and apparently, Saliba picking up injury during training. And, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
Those corners, the corners are looking toothless today. The corners are all going straight to Robert Sanchez. Do those guys have ball magnets on their heads?
Collecting.
He's wondering, hey, today, Rice, you don't have targets.
Yeah. But aside from, obviously, I would say over and above Reece James, fantastic game. But a great performance as well was Sanchez.
Those 2 saves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there were quite a couple of saves in other games. He's maybe, a fingertip hits the post and goes in, or Sanchez step things,
So he's getting strong hands to it.
The fans were like, why is today? Today's the day you decided to play well. Today.
The thing is, Sanchez is an aesthetic goalkeeper. He likes to have saves for the cameras.
That's what's fun.
The guy saving and doing the right skin pose midway. Bro, come on. This guy, he's not a serious. You've seen that picture. Yeah?
We've both seen that picture.
Now Sanchez is not a serious. It is not a serious goal, but today he was a serious goalkeeper. But it's good to see. It's good to see that from Chelsea. Obviously, you mentioned Reece James. Reece James had
fantastic,
monstrous game.
Fantastic game.
Honestly, it's so funny because this whole game people are talking about the midfield battle with Rice versus Caicedo. Then Caicedo came off. People are like, "Oh, so Rice is winning this battle by default." And then Reece James said, "Hold my beer."
That's a great.
Let me show you something.
Yeah, great performance. But I believe we played into your hands per se. We played into the occasion. When you play against 10 men, moving the ball slowly, letting people recover, get into that low block, I think we gave you too much of a chance to still be in the game. I personally wanted us to at least to make those
counters, right?
Move the ball faster. I think even a statement is also to make those subs a little bit earlier, So you're looking at literally straight into the second half, maybe bringing on, your Odegaard and having Rice holding, taking off Zubimendi, or even putting in Gyökeres a little bit earlier. Because it was interesting to see that we subbed off Calafiori because of his yellow card. Only for his skeleton. Less than 10 minutes, get a yellow card anyway. So it was interesting. It's like, that's the substitution we made. Well, you guys technically made an attacking change, even if it's not 10 minutes.
Changes the political.
Garnacho is not a defensive-minded player. So to me,
we're also doubting an attacking. We don't know what it is.
So things like that, and even in the first half, just certain people, Zubimendi, Merino, players who usually their passes get to where they need to get to. I didn't like what was happening with respect to some of the passes were giving, just passing into the midfield and gets intercepted. Basically, I am not sure how João Pedro and Estevao didn't get a goal or two, but I mean, I was not complaining.
I think at the beginning, Chelsea were looking really, really good at the beginning. João Pedro, he was very indecisive.
Yeah, it really was. Like, with a striker, when you're close to the to the box, when you start looking around for players, like, what are you doing? Your job is to keep on going forward and shoot, or do something. But yeah, he seemed very indecisive. It was very frustrating to watch. And then even Estevao looks like he didn't carry shooting boots. I think Lamine Yamal took them.
Stole them.
I think they're on the plane to Barcelona, because I don't know what was happening. He was doing the runs. He was taking on players. Calafiori was.
There's one of his shots that probably broke one of the lights. The time of the stadium.
I think he had to be subbed off because they were
Just
complaints.
to apologize.
I think when I was like, a young boy, you gotta go apologize to those fans you nearly killed in the first half.
No, but honestly, that chance should have been taken. The ball was just bouncing in the penalty area.
The assist, basically it was an assist by Mascara.
The mascara,
Yeah, it was, honestly, I'm really hoping at least Saliba can come back for the next game. But again, so that us not taking the game by a scruff of the neck, especially in the second half, and then with the fans, basically the more tackles, the free kicks that Chelsea are getting, just gives them a little bit more energy to keep going. And the fact that they still won the Chalobah goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I was still getting refreshments and getting ready for the second half, and lo and behold, a set piece.
But who come out? Honestly, that was some poetic justice. I was like, that's how it feels.
How poetic was that? For Arsenal to concede a corner.
And the thing is, like, right before that corner was the free kick that Reece James sent in, and then João Pedro had a fantastic header and a fantastic save from Raya. And then just shortly after that,
fantastic header.
So in the grand scheme of things, when you look at it, it was a good. Well, the only time we did have we usually react well when we concede, and it was good that Cucurella probably thought that just because he pocketed Yamal, that he may do the same thing with this is a man who's engaged. This is a star man.
Star boy.
Someone was getting engaged, please. He turned him around. I'm just seeing hair moving like this.
turned him around, hair in his face, bro.
No, wait.
Bro,
are we watching the same game? Now I know this is the same Taka and Cucurella.
Oh, Cucurella is being cooked. It wasn't I would say a Thanksgiving meal, but he was getting cooked.
Fair enough. Saka did cook him,
but it was congratulations. Yeah, it wasn't one of his best games.
But congratulations to Saka. He finally got an open play assist in 365 days.
Fair enough. No, Sim, would you say Bruno's assist was
fantastic?
Fantastic. Oh, okay, I see.
One of the best ones I've seen this season.
Yo. Wow.
It's up there with Phil Foden's.
And Sergio Busquets.
From MS 2011.
Oh,
fantastic.
Nice.
One of the best
Those
assists.
two assists, man.
They will be in the highlight reels for decades.
Jean. No,
But yeah, I think also your defense in the beginning. I also understand what you mean when you say that you missed Gabriel and and Saliba.
But yeah.
Because Hincapié was doing some interesting things, allowing João Pedro to get the ball in the box. Luckily for you, it was João Pedro with his indecision. But if that was anybody else, you can't be doing that with other teams, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
You can't do it with Haaland. That would have been...
Well, these days.
That
update.
You know what happens to players when they're on the number 99 or stuff? So like the number 99 for goals or assists or something like that. You're like, it's just when you're just about to break a record, it's like the goal is just disappearing.
But not that's the thing.
It's a saying. It's an old saying. Philosophers, they normally say it. Philosophers. No, philosophers. I'm very, very clear in my English. English is my second language. English is second.
Hey, clearly.
Okay, philosophers, they normally say it's always darkest just before the dawn. So when you get to that point, 99, it's always darkest just before.
It's always darkest, yeah.
It's always darkest just
I'd say, yeah, it was honestly for me. Chelsea deserved a point. I believe if it wasn't for Timber, maybe we're having another conversation with Gyökeres stealing the victory.
Yeah.
But I'd say in the grand scheme of things, with the context of the Saliba injury, us not. I think we didn't play well at all. We're not off to the races, and majority of that was to do it with your performance. And then obviously you're looking at maybe a little bit of the fatigue and basically mental fatigue, both physical and mental, of the North London derby, play against Bayern, and then now a big game away at Chelsea. So we'll take a point. Some they used to win back in the day, but I remember a quote for one of these fans. They said, win your home games. And
yes. And those
away games. They used to win back then. There was probably black and white TV.
Yeah. Do you remember that time? Do you know? Big.
So young.
So we were so young. Oh my God. We were so young.
Are we talking about Arsenal?
No.
Are we talking about winning games or winning trophies?
No.
Winning titles.
Let's get back. So back to Chelsea. I think that I was actually very surprised, to be honest, because going against the best team in the world, allegedly, I was expecting you guys to really come out a lot more. Once the record happened, I was dead, man. I was defeated. I was like, damn, it's gonna be a tough day at the office, man.
He was.
And then it Caicedo. I was just there like, I don't know how we're gonna manage this midfield battle. That was before I saw Reece James step up and stuff like that. But also, even though you guys were missing your two key defenders, I don't really think Chelsea took advantage of that situation. We didn't really threaten that area as much. The part that shocked me was that I thought you guys would actually outrun the midfield battle, especially the quality of players and how you guys have been playing the previous games. I thought that's where we would really struggle with a lot. But, I'm not complaining. You guys, if you're a little bit tired, that's okay. Of course, props to the boys, Chelsea. Even with all those games, the Chelsea Barcelona game during the week and everything, the intensity we had, for like 60-70 minutes of the game, it didn't feel like we were 10 men.
Oh yeah,
It didn't feel like that at all. I forgot sometimes. Like I said, it was on the pitch. So
tactically, Saliba, especially Saliba, in the way he brings the ball up. Now with you guys having Caicedo out, if we actually had him there, I think I don't think Mosquera really plays that role, that kind of playing defensive role better. He doesn't do it as good as Saliba. So things like that is basically those you can really create those like 2-on-1 opportunities where then Saka's take on Cucurella, or hopefully even this game Trossard would have been actually pretty ideal.
That's what you Before we wrap this up on Chelsea and Arsenal, you do make a good point. But again, it's times like any team that does take it to Arsenal, they do fare much better than trying to sit back against Arsenal. The sitting back doesn't work. They find your way. They always find a way to score you. So I think with Arsenal, you might as well try. You might as well at the end of the day.
It's personnel though.
No, you do how you do. So no,
we'll try.
Regardless, yes, you do. But if you're gonna lose anyway, you might as well lose trying. But with that, we're gonna wrap this section up. We're gonna take a short break. When we come back, we will be talking everything MLS here. As we know, we've got some good news for you. Obviously, here in Vancouver, we are hyped We're going to talk about MLS, and we're going to give you our, previews for next weekend. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. Yes, we did have a short break. Please, I hope you've seen our sponsors. Those people are very, 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 very important to this podcast. We can't emphasize enough how much they sponsor us, and they help us come through. And yes. Without further ado, we're gonna get down to business. The MLS. We had the Eastern and Western Conference Finals. Inter Miami was playing New York City FC, who they thrashed, but we'll get to that in a minute. Because Vancouver Whitecaps went to San Diego and got away with a win. The first time the Whitecaps have made it to the final of the MLS Cup.
Let's go.
Who's gonna take this?
Yeah. All right. Since he'll be, and he's an Inter Miami fan. But here we are.
Yes. Vancouver Whitecaps. The Whitecaps. Lovely stuff. Made it to their first final. They won their first conference final, which is historic here. We're loving it so far. And without further ado, I'm going to pass it on to my MLS specialist here, Cairo Jomo. Please take us through.
Yes. Thank you, Ted. It was a resounding first half performance by the Vancouver Whitecaps. And funny thing here, we are 4 at the back, but it seems like we may have 3 Whitecaps fans. So, viewers, fans, friends, family, who may that fan be? Who's the imposter?
Find Waldo.
Because funny, he goes by Kimati, but he has another name. And so does the Vancouver Whitecaps striker. It was Brian White with 2 goals. And 2 great goals at that, with the, you could say, tiki-taka and Arsenal-esque first goal. Great run by Klubas, a 1-2. Oh yeah, sorry, great goals.
Excuse me, Cairo. Goals. I think here at the studio, there might be some disconnect because you said great goals and you also added the word Arsenal in there. Please clarify that because I don't think we saw a set piece goal from Vancouver Whitecaps, but yes.
No. This is the Wenger ball. This is Arsenal of old. The Wilshere Giroud goal versus Norwich City.
One for the history.
Edited. But yeah, so it's a great it was a great half by the Whitecaps. Even the atmosphere, the fans, even San Diego being their first time in the conference finals as well. That didn't wave them one bit. It was a resounding performance. Great play by Muller, Kubas as well, Berhalter, like fantastic. They really I feel like they keep on getting goals while they're on top. But I was trying to get to go. But what they have the momentum. They've been, even in the previous game, they made sure they got 1-2 goals. It was actually unfortunate for Ciciniega, the San Diego goalkeeper, scoring the own goal, the shot by Ali Ahmed. It was going to be a fantastic goal.
It was fantastic. I really wish the first shot had gone in because that defender was left footed.
Yeah. It was nowhere to, you went shopping. It was nowhere to be seen. So he had actually probably, I don't think he would have had a worse game. He got an own goal, then in the second half he got a red card. So it was one to forget for Ciciniega. But it was a great play from the Whitecaps. Hervin Lozano, a blast from the past. If y'all remember him,
Shaquille Lozano, man, that was brought back some memories, man.
So you're thinking that will they be a comeback of sorts? But they held it down. Obviously, the red card didn't help San Diego's push to get back into the game. But I'd say for the Whitecaps, another resounding victory. and now it'll be interesting to see what they can do against obviously most people's favorites.
The GOAT. Honestly, I'm very excited for them because this also was our dream final on the pod. We kept on saying that we wish it would be Whitecaps versus Inter Miami, and here we have it now.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it would be at the BC Place in Vancouver
Yes.
because
We had to we had to check and look at well the standings and the rule book. Allegedly it's not about the seeding but actually the most points, the overall table combined Eastern and Western Conference. So the Vancouver Whitecaps, we unfortunately will not be in Miami.
but we'll be here with you.
We'll be
Don't
home.
worry.
It's a little bit too warm right now for us going to Miami.
Yeah, we enjoy the winter here.
Speak for yourself. Say no one ever.
I'm not going to Miami. It's too hot for here.
Yeah.
I need the cold.
Yeah, it was a dream final for Apple TV. It's a dream final.
True as well.
Nolan as well said he dreamt of it as well.
Yeah, Messi.
Another there'll be another Mola versus Messi. There's a lot of history there. I know most media outlets will kind of run that as the narrative for the final, but I believe for Kubas and Baralta, that midfield basically duo against always trying to stop Busquets. If we all know, even the Barcelona teams of old, manager said, you stop Busquets, you stop that supply, you have a chance to at least nullify the others at the front there, the Messis, the Allendes of the world. So
Well, these days Messi has changed his game a little bit.
mhm.
It doesn't rely on that supply as much, but you stop him, there's still no one to stop. But honestly, the way they've been playing, they're giving me a little bit of confidence. I think that they can definitely give Inter Miami a run for their money. I think they are the underdogs going into the final. But I think they'll definitely give a game to watch.
Gonna be interesting to see how
I'm
they handle Messi. I think Messi is gonna be super locked in for this one.
Oh yeah.
I'm seeing a free kick goal. I don't know why I'm seeing it, but I'm seeing it. I'm just seeing it. But I'd love for Vancouver Whitecaps to win it. It would be great if they brought back the trophy to Vancouver. That would be wonderful. And obviously a big game to watch. And December 6th, we will be watching that game. Best believe. And
yeah, I'd say also a great performance as well by the keeper. There's some great saves that he made.
Oh,
I think there's one or two of them may have been called back for a foul, but he in the moment he did his job there. So that was great. Yeah, well, great play, and that's gonna be needed for the final. There are definitely going to be chances that he'll need to save. So
it would be interesting. I can't wait for that final. I truly hope that Whitecaps win. Please, if you have the chance to watch the final, please do support Vancouver. If you're looking for a team to support Vancouver Whitecaps, we're gonna need y'all to push us through this. Yes. Okay, thank you, Cairo, for that speed run on the MLS finals. Now back here at the studio, we will be now taking our attention back to the Premier League as we do have a few predictions. And with this, obviously, we always start with our prophet. Now. There are some interesting games coming up during the week. If you may not know, we do have midweek games in the Premier League this week. And who does Chelsea play? Leeds?
Yeah, Chelsea playing Leeds away.
Leeds away?
Yeah.
Okay. Leeds ain't a good team, guys. Y'all should win this. But you know what? I'm gonna let you guys tell me what you think. I'm gonna start here with the prophet. Let's see.
I mean, it's not as straightforward as it should be on paper, because like even looking at how they played versus City, they did show that they can actually they have some fight with them. It can happen, and we're playing away. So to me, I think we still are going to concede. So I'm thinking 3-1 Chelsea.
Okay.
I actually don't think we're gonna concede. This month, the month of November, Chelsea have conceded 1 goal, the English Premier League, to
I mean, that's impressive.
It really is.
That's impressive.
We've got 3 or 4. How many games do we play this? I don't know. Anyway, we've got at least 3 clean sheets. So I think that we'll continue this run of form. Even though we'll be missing Caicedo, which will be a big bummer. This will be a good chance. We've seen some moments of brilliance from Andre Santos. which I think is going to be the one to replace Caicedo for the next couple of games. So I'm thinking at least a 2-0 win.
Nice. What do you think?
Interesting. If I believe if Leeds do go for it and start both Match and Calvert-Lewin, I think with those basically dropping those balls into the
Yo, guys, that pause.
You're basically running the channel.
We got his gas. We got his gas.
With them running the channels, I think they'll your defense will
be spread up.
Yeah. Your defense will be that one. So if they do go for it, and I think it's coming to the point where they're trying to at least still fight for their manager, Daniel. So I believe it may actually be a 1-1 or 2-2 draw.
It will be
a
draw.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Chelsea are gonna win 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah, no. I think they're gonna win 3-0. Major thing why I think about that is because they're gonna have them. They're gonna have their man back in that game, Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer will be back. So give me Timbits.
You know how, like you said, Kimasi now can agree. We do like the cold.
Oh, the winter. Winter is here, guys. Winter is here. But yeah, Cole Palmer is back. I think obviously fantastic player. I think he changes Chelsea quite a lot, and I think he's gonna make it easier for them to score against Leeds. And it's a great game for him to come back and integrate himself back into playing. I think.
I just hope he doesn't start.
I don't think he will start, but there is one thing that every Chelsea fan has been looking forward to. Maresco's even asked that during the pre-match conference against Arsenal. He's asking him, can Cole Palmer and Esteban play together? And then he said, yeah, they can. They play well. They give a very, very, PR answer. Says, yeah, they can. They've been shown to play well together, but, it depends on the game, depends on who we're playing, depends if the tactics match, and that, that makes sense. So, for Leeds, we're hoping that can see a little bit of Cole Palmer and definitely get that win.
Interesting. Oh yeah, it'll be interesting to see how and it'll be done now.
And it may be still early doors per se, but with respect to he's been picking up these niggling injuries, he probably needs to start showing the form that he had a couple seasons back, because you're starting to see a lot of the attacking English midfielders are making a name for themselves. Tuchel has a lot to think about, so a lot of choice. He needs to start getting back into form.
It's gonna be interesting. I personally still don't think they'll start with Palmer, and I don't think England starts with Palmer. I mean, Southgate didn't start with Palmer when he was having such a season.
Yeah,
that year. Southgate,
yeah.
I understandably so. You say that you say that you're benching a game changer like Bellingham.
Yeah.
I don't think Foden should be starting personally, but it's interesting to see how they go about it. But enough about that. We're here for preview.
Yeah,
and that does the Chelsea game. Arsenal face Brentford. They've got an informed striker, Igor Thiago, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to score on these guys. But you know what? It's gonna be an interesting game. I think it's gonna be an interesting game because Brentford. Are you home or away?
We're at home. So looking for a reaction. I would say hopefully, if depending on how severe this training injury was, it was just a knock, and Saliba can be able to start. And I believe if he starts, I would say 2-0 Arsenal win. And maybe if we want to start throwing in another set piece in there, a 3-0 win, but I'll say 2-0.
Oh, you're saying 2-0, 2 open goal?
Yes, open games. Yeah, that's what we've been doing these days. You can ask by.
You
can ask by.
They've got no other options. They have to score open goals.
They now have to start scoring open goals. But it's interesting. I think Arsenal are going to win. I think it's a straightforward game for you guys. And Brentford are a tricky team to play. Don't get me wrong. But I think Arsenal is going to be too much for them. I think the Arsenal win 3-0.
For me, I think if I'm speaking a bit biased about my FPL team, then I'd really hope that Arsenal win like 2-1. 4-2 is even better.
Even Thiago team.
Thiago goals.
I don't think Thiago goals. But generally speaking, now that the Chelsea fan, I have seen what it takes to score an Arsenal, just to score a goal against Arsenal. It's going to be very tough for them to score against them, even without your 2-star defenders, who I don't think, like I said, are affecting your defense. They're probably affecting your attack more than your defense, which is shocking. But nevertheless, I think you guys are going to have a comfortable win for that one. The only thing I'm worried about is we did see some tiredness for the multiple games you played, and you're only going to have 3 days to rest before that game as well, and then another 2 days to rest for the next game. So let's see how you guys manage that for this month. It's going to be a tough month for all the teams as well.
I'd say with especially like players like Gyökeres coming back, you're probably looking to start him. You can also maybe start
Odegaard,
White or Odegaard. So this is a squad that we're looking for before. So I think we have enough on the bench to still feel the team that can be able to beat Brentford. Yeah, Brentford.
I say Arsenal will win 3-1, but they will concede. Definitely.
Igor Thiago?
Huh?
Igor Thiago?
Oh, I have no stick. I have no stick. I'm just analyzing. I have no stick in that game. I have none whatsoever.
I don't think that is
But I really do think, like, from the Chelsea game, I really do think if the opposing manager actually watched that game, you can pinpoint some places where they can get chances if they take those chances. But I do think Arsenal will concede. But Arsenal will make it through. But if not, we won't complain.
We won't complain. Drop that 5-2.
Yeah.
It will be interesting, but well, let's see how it goes for Arsenal. Liverpool play Sunderland, don't they?
They do.
Oh, mate, it doesn't even matter what stadium it is.
It
doesn't. At this point, they lose at home too. They lost how much to PSV?
Soundingly at home.
4-1.
It was
that is painful. But you know what? I with Liverpool right now, you don't know. I think it's easy to say that they're going to lose, but also it's still Liverpool. They've got quality in the team. You're waiting for when they're going to turn it around. It's what we're all expecting. Obviously, we're enjoying the banter right now, but we're all expecting them to turn it around at some point. Would it be this game? Will it be have they turned the corner? It remains to be seen. This game, I still think Sunderland might have it 2-1.
2-1 to Sunderland?
Yeah, 2-1 to Sunderland.
Yeah, I think Sunderland are gonna win that game as well. The only thing that's giving me a little bit of doubt with Liverpool losing is that I think that Liverpool might go back to what they were doing in the beginning of the season. Where if they win last minute goal, where like it's been a tie the whole game, or like they've been going back and forth on their level, and then just something at the end. Yeah, I don't know about the game specifically, but something at the end might happen. But in general, I think it's going to be a very tough game for them. Sunderland, we've seen what they've done to other teams in the top 6, how they've played, how they've come for the game. So it's going to be tough, and they're not at their best right now. And Sunderland gave the best team in Europe. It's a very tough run for their money. So
the world, Europe, I got the galaxy.
I heard very many statements. But yes, I think Liverpool will struggle in that game quite a bit.
What about you, Matthew?
Me, minimum, I know Sunderland are gonna score 2. So me, I was going maybe 2-2 draw. But that one, I'm just being kind because it's Liverpool. I'm just being kind just because of the name factor and because it's Anfield. But I think Sunderland probably 2-1. Or even more so, 3-1.
Hey, bro. 2-2, 2-1.
No, 2-2 was just it's an example.
That's a maybe.
Okay.
Sunderland,
you know when you put double chance when you're betting,
you don't draw.
We don't draw for Sunderland. Yeah, that's what he said. Man. What about you, Kyle?
I would say I see you actually 2-2 draw. Again, I know I said it for Chelsea's as well. So one of them has to be right. I've learned from the best one. Yes. So I think a 2-2 draw.
This guy's inventing the triple chance of betting.
Yeah, win, draw, pass.
Lose or draw. They're gonna do one of them. But yeah, interesting to we can't wait to see how that game unfolds as well. Manchester United play West Ham at home at Old Trafford.
I can't wait for this one. Take us away, sir.
So as I said, we do like to keep the league entertaining. And with this comes an element of unpredictability. It becomes very difficult to predict how Man United games are going to go. We have here someone who never gets it right.
What?
So again,
He's talking about Amorim.
I thought so. I don't know.
him too. I don't know where you are trying to go with
Yeah.
that.
He doubled down on that.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, you know, with the Man United, they're either gonna win, lose, or draw. That's what I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Shocker.
Oh,
Shocker. You heard it here first.
You heard it. Hot take.
Because at this point, you're required to see how just that first half goes for United, and that's when you're gonna be able to know who's gonna win this game. So at this point, I obviously want United to win. Of course, don't get me wrong. That's obviously because of my allegiance to and support for United and loyalty for them. I'm gonna say United are gonna win 2-0.
Yeah,
But now the
Sid Neil. Oh.
it's okay to be ambitious, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah,
You got to be ambitious.
ambitious.
We're bound to keep a clean sheet one day.
If you keep on saying nil at this point, yeah, you get a feature at some.
At some point, you will get that clean sheet. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, to be fair, even this last game, yes, Crystal Palace created chances those first 10 minutes. Mateta poor finishing for that. But apart from that, they didn't create much. Yes, they were a lethargic team. But if we can keep the way we were in that second half, Crystal Palace didn't create any chances in the second half. If we can keep it that way, I'm confident we get. Now we just need to score. You need Bomfare. You need Cunha's going to be back, which is good for us as well. And you need Bruno making some fantastic
Pass assists.
if I do say so myself, right? Yeah. What about you? What do you think? What do you think of that?
To be honest, like I was trying to think about whether West Ham would score. But then again, I'm trying to think who's gonna make this.
I think Bowen
is the only one.
I think Bowen is a good shot. Also Wilson. I think, but Bowen usually can get something out of nothing.
Something out of nothing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
West Ham
because-
needs supply.
Yeah, so I think Bowen is a good shot. If we were to concede, I think Bowen would be the person to look.
Based on history, I think that you guys might make some defensive errors here and there, which might allow West Ham to score a goal. We're hoping just keep it to 1 for your sake.
Mumbai.
For his sake.
It's like you're not worried about United, like, if they get 3 points.
Yeah.
For his sake,
For
what? Yeah.
This guy's like, what do you mean?
For his sake.
Why would I be worried? I'm looking forwards. I'm trying to chase Cairo. I'm not looking behind me.
You know what? That's a good answer. Keep chasing the pack, bro.
Yeah, why am I looking? You were chasing the pack. The pack is ahead of you.
Yeah, I
The only
understand.
person I'm chasing is one person.
It's still a pack. It's still a pack.
Pack of what?
Because if I'm not wrong, wait, is Chelsea
Okay,
still down?
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you're chasing more than one team. If I'm not wrong, yeah. So come on.
The 1 point difference. But yeah. And nevertheless, I think that you guys will get down a scruffy way, and I think
I don't think it'll be scruffy now.
I think it'll be scruffy for this one.
If West Ham do score first and then like let's say they park the bus, then it'll be scruffy if we get
something here.
if we get something, it'll be scruffy. But if United score first, I think it's gonna be a lot much better.
Yeah, you guys will definitely get the momentum.
Yes,
if you
and
score
then-
first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking maybe just think actually a 2-2 draw, where I think you guys will grow into the game, as you always do.
Fair enough. Depending on how we start, it's very
Yeah.
crucial. How United start is very crucial to how the game is gonna end. So hopefully you start well. What about you, Kimathi?
For me, I was actually going to go with the similar thing that Alex said of 2-2. There's no way you guys are not going to no, there's no way United is not going to concede. That's let's get that clear. And from what I watched, the West Ham how they played versus Liverpool, they're not shy. They're not scared of any team. Like they actually really played well. They really did play well, and I think United is not anywhere in the caliber of like Liverpool, and people have gone to Old Trafford with, courage to go there and actually play and win. So me personally, I was going to say 2-2 draw, but I think maybe 2-1 to West Ham.
To West Ham?
2-1 to West Ham.
Wow.
United will lose.
I might not get the right score, but
One day he's gonna get it right. I feel like one day.
yeah, when you guys play Wolves, when you guys play
That's
Wolves,
actually crazy. That's right.
No.
That's
For me, it doesn't really worry me because he rarely gets his predictions right. I don't know why we still call him the prophet, but you know what? For purposes where in this day and age where we live, where people want to be called certain things and we allow this to happen, what? we're just gonna call him a prophet still.
You're the one who fixed the game.
He's the one
on the back. You don't fought the back, but we don't condone. This statement's made by our host. We have
the guy who called me. You know what?
But anyway, Prophet Kimathi here, we had it here first that apparently maybe when we play Wolves we'll win. Maybe.
That one I'll be supporting.
But yes, Kimathi says West Ham to win 2-1. What about you, Kyle?
I say 3-0 to United. 3-0.
That's a hot take.
See, United not to concede.
Yes. They actually have a competent keeper these days. So 3-0 to United.
I think if United score first, I don't think West Ham score. I think if United score first, the momentum takes them through. They'll score more goals. But that remains to be seen. How they start is going to be very, very important. But if they score first, I'm confident that United win, and I'm confident they can keep a clean sheet. But that helps us wrap up the previews, the predictions for the next week. Actually, midweek. Midweek games is the midweek games, people. Which means we'll have a lot to talk about by the next time we are here. Next episode is gonna be a little bit longer because we're gonna have a lot more to talk about. And with that, please keep liking, keep watching, keep subscribing if you haven't, keep sharing, and support our sponsors as well. Please do. We appreciate them so much, and we'd love it if you also supported them as much as you support us. And we're looking forward to having you guys back again next weekend. And with that, we've been chilling.
Valid.